Hi, Helena here again. I did a quick video yesterday, and the video is titled Know Who You Are. And someone asked me actually if that kind of thinking is sustainable. And my answer to that is once you know who you are, you can't unknow who you are. And I guess we spend a lot of time in this life being very programmed. There's no denying that. The reason I can speak English and I speak in this accent is because that's all I heard, apart from Spanish, when I was a child. And I picked that up too. Now, guaranteed, if I was in a household where it was only English and Spanish, I'm not going to grow up talking French. So anyway, enough of that. It's pretty obvious. I guess what I wanted to address is this sustainability of being able to think at this level every single day. You know, sometimes you get an epiphany about something and you can conceptualize it, and it's a really great idea, and it sounds like, yeah, like manifesting my reality makes perfect sense, but not really. Just only conceptualizing it, not actually living it and doing it and seeing results. So this isn't an idea just to conceptualize here. This is really about knowing who you are, and there's a lot of things I'd like to discuss about really knowing who we are. And the sustainability thing, another thing I realized, is really about emotional balance and emotional health, and how most of us on an automatic pilot, triggered very easily. We might hear a song and it might remind us of something, or a smell, and it takes us there to a really bad place. And part of knowing who we are is knowing what our triggers are and being like full control of our vessel, that we're the pilot, we are the pilot. And I think part of that kind of personal power is what makes us happy, is knowing that we're in control of how we want to feel about stuff. And control might not be the right word. I'm sure there's a softer word for that. But right now, for lack of a better term, I would say having self-control and emotions got such a big part of that. And that's been part of my exponential growth, is to understand really controlling one's emotions. And that's part of the daily sustainability, because, you know, if you know much about the brain, it's all between our ears, it's all in our heads. And if you know much about the brain, you'll realize that it's compared to a muscle. The more you work a muscle, the stronger that muscle gets. And apparently with the brain and neurological pathways, the more we practice a thought, the more we think that thought over and over and over again, we strengthen that muscle, and you just go there. That's the default. And we can really train our minds to do and think anything, but it takes work. You can't just sit in front of the TV, eat what you want, and just entertain yourself and get all this external stimuli and expect something. It takes something else. And so another thing too is like, as far as the way things are in the world right now, and people complaining how bad everything is, the fact that I'm even able to do a video like this and express myself and express my knowledge and post it, amongst many other examples of how great things are. I think things are actually in perfect order, and we still have a lot of freedoms. And ultimately, we have the freedom to think for ourselves. And, you know, I'd say, what's that saying? Use it or lose it. So I'm really looking forward to talking about this stuff more, and just anything to do with personal empowerment, because I've connected the two. That personal empowerment it does actually equate to happiness, and ultimately, isn't that what we all want? It's just, if you don't have the ingredients, you can't make the happiness cake. And a lot of us just don't have the tools and the ingredients. And all the knowledge is out there, all the information is out there. It's another thing about the beautiful time we're living in, that it's all there. All the information is there. And, you know, it's not about being in this neurotic place of needing to heal constantly, you know, that neurosis. It's just about breathing, knowing who you are, being true to that. You know, if you're gay and you're in the closet, come the hell out. You're causing a lot more damage to people by pretending you're something you're not. It's just one example. And anyway, I'm Helena Finks, and I'll see you around.